Yeah, helping slavers? No way. I didn't return to life to become an evil piece of filth. Ferrante is just using me to circumvent the rule against slavery in the Principe. So wouldn't that mean that if I helped them, the slavers, that I too would get in a lot of trouble with them as well? Meaning the Principe? I have one of their flags. I am very tempted to put it up and sail to their port and begin the mass killing of slavers and freeing any slaves that I encounter. I need to know where this place is first. I shall have to check my map beforehand. If it is far away, then we will wait until we are close enough to do it. Otherwise, I don't relish the thought of sailing through a lot of the Deadfire with that flag. Who knows who I might attract to come after me? Anti-pirate ships, which are plentiful, I hear, also might be anti-slaving ships as well. Well, we're done here in Dunnage, so we might as well leave and start chasing whatever bounty is closest. There are quite a few on my list now. In fact, there are about 50 different jobs I've been given to do in the Deadfire. Unless it's urgent, I always tend to go with whatever is closest, and just work my way from there. I've received an important missive from Captain Aeldys. Let's read this. Hello, Lovesome. I hear you've got a deal. Another one, really? Going on with Ferrante to muck around in the mess that is Crookspur Island. Before I go sailing in to do that crockrot's bidding, come and have a chat with me. Will you? I've got a proposition for you I think you'll find wickedly enticing. I'll reserve a berth for Dow at Fort Deadlight's docks. Your most ruthless but truthful friend, or damn my blood, Aeldys. P.S. Bring me some more candied nuts. You know how I like them. Curious, actually. I just switched my flag back to my own personal flag. Crookspur Captain. Curious. I'd like to go back. First off, I don't know if they'll accept my flag. They should. Let's go back to Fort Deadlight. Oh, Fort Deadlight's over here. Okay. This is Kelvin Zatha Island. Oh, what's this place? Murkwater Lagoon, apparently. That was a storm. It's been hanging around here quite a while. Okay, so they allowed us to come in even though I'm flying my own personal flag. The Watcher's flag. Would be nice to change the name of my ship. Dow is just not very inventive. It's my old ship, the Defiant. What should I name it? I could name it the Watcher, but... something more brave than that. Well, we have all these triumphs from ships that we've captured. Let's name it the Triumph. Since we've been doing so well, although some of these were from the previous ship we had. Sounds good to me. Now people will stop calling it my Dow. Alright, so last we were here, she was at the very top. So let's make our way up there. Here we are back where Captain Aeldys is. Oh yeah, she's right where I left her.
You're a fine sight for sore eyes, Captain. Good to see you again.
Is it?
Well, what can I do you, lovesome?
What do you want to meet about?
I've got a problem, Watcher. And I think you're just the captain to solve it.
Okay, go on.
Me and Ferrante don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Not least of which is the future of the Principe. We got few rules amongst us new bloods, but one of them is that you live free. We steal and we might murder, but if you pledge to us, you're our blood, our family.
Okay.
Now, if I were to act in direct opposition to Ferrante, he'd use it to call a vote of the Council of Captains. He'd see me swinging by the neck. But no one's got a leash on you. Which means if you were to, perchance, free the slaves at Crookspur, Ferrante couldn't do piss all about it. No one deserves to be enslaved by another. Understand?
My respect for you is just shot right up. Okay, I was actually planning on doing that anyways.
I'm asking you to sail to Crookspur to meet with one of mine. She's hiding within their midst, and will have insider information on the slavers.
Interesting, I was hoping that that's what this meeting would be about. So how do I find your pirate at Crookspur?
She'll find you, Lovesome. You'll know her by her scar. It's a ghastly sight.
How's Ferrante connected with the slavers?
I've only suppositions to offer you, Lovesome. But I'd bet my swollenette Ferrante is attempting to gain standing with someone other than the slavers.
Okay.
Aiding the slavers is small fry for a captain like Ferrante. It wouldn't pay well enough to be worth the investment. No, he's got ulterior motives, mark my words.
What can you tell me about the slavers?
I know they base their operations in the Deadfire out of Crookspur. I know they're small but ruthless, and they've run into problems shipping around the islands.
Now, I've sunk a couple of their ships. They tried to take my ship. I'll go to Crookspur then.
Find me when you've freed those slaves. I'll make it worth your while.
She nods her head.
Captain?
Tell me about the new blood in the Principe.
We're the future, and we ain't going nowhere. We're pirates, Lovesome. We own this sea, and the sea loves us back in her twisted way. Ferrante pines for a homeland he's never seen. But what does Old Valia mean to me or my crew? We're not Valian, and we never will be.
Okay, we've discussed this before.
Though if you're Valian and you want to join our bloodline, you're more than welcome.
I'm not Valian, so I see.
I believe you. You seem like a sharp captain, you do.
So about Ferrante.
Got something for me, Dove?
She leans forward with interest, the corner of her lips curving wickedly.
I'm all ears.
Ferrante asked me to search Nekataka for information on the floating hangman.
Nekataka? But why there, Lovesome?
Aeldys crosses her arms between her breasts.
Well, go on then. I'm sure you've heard our saying. Share and share, as is the law of the coast.
After Lucia Riven was slain by a Baratheon priest, she rose as a death guard.
Explains how she's captain of an undead crew. That also tells me, if she's a death guard, then there'll be something she's wanting most fierce. Something she may be willing to bargain for.
The ghost captain.
This bit of knowledge is something I can assuredly work with. I always did like untangling the threads of history. It's like puzzling out an encoded treasure map. Only to reap these spoils, we've to uncover the mysteries of the past. Give me time, and I'll find the means to deal with Lucia. Then we'll be one fathom closer to commandeering the floating hangman.
The captain hands me a weighty sack of coins, and at the same time, signals a nearby sailor to bring her a series of nautical charts. Clearly, she's eager to begin her hunt. Apparently an old Darkosi paladin, Lucia Riven commands the floating hangman, but we've already discussed this.
The floating hangman is the remains of the Fonferus. Interesting. Quite very interesting. I had heard rumors as to such. The floating hangman flies a flag featuring the burning palace from Old Valia.
Already lost in thought, Aeldys gives me a absent nod and some coins. Oh, I'm making a lot of coin off of this. It was Ferrante who told me where to find Benwith.
I figured as much. That's how Ferrante gained his political standing. And that's how he keeps it. With underhanded tactics that whittle his opponents into ruin. Me? I prefer to face my foes head on. Give them the chance to join me before I fucking annihilate them.
The captain's miscolored eyes are light with mischief.
And I like to reward those who support me. I'm good to my allies, you see. For your troubles, Dove, let me share with you a little of my treasure.
Let's discuss this another time.
As you wish, Dove. I am happily and wholeheartedly at your disposal. At least until I get bored.
She winks her icy blue eye. Farewell. I think this elf captain likes me. Okay, 2 things to note. If Captain Ferrante wants me to help slavers, that's a huge, huge no for me. That makes me rethink who this man is. However, no pirate is good. No pirate can be trusted. It's like a kill or be killed type of life. Whatever's convenient, whatever works out for the best. They don't, as far as I know, a lot of them aren't afraid to turn on you. So I don't exactly trust this Captain Aeldys, though she wants me to free the slaves, and I think I'll support that instead. So my respect for her has gone up higher than Captain Ferrante now. I was really questioning what the heck he was all about. Help the slavers. Will they allow me to come in with this flag? I don't think that they will. And I hate to put this flag up. Oop. I really do. Crookspur colors. Slavers. Let's go to Crookspur Island then. I don't think it was too far away. Right there. So, it's to the northwest of Hasongo. Yeah, any ship that I come across, they may try to attack me. Even Principe. And I wouldn't blame them. They see this flag in the distance, they'll come after me. Let's just hope we don't run into that ghost ship. It's quite the sail, but it's not... It's just farther north. It's not like it's past a whole bunch of things. At least I don't think it is. Okay, so we're coming up on Hasongo. Hasongo's there. Royal Deadfire Company. They may come after me. Some islands that we spotted here. It's a port. I don't want to sail in there with these colors, though. We'll come back to that island. Let's go right for Crookspur Island. Small settlement there that we just passed. Is this it? Okay, we'll sail right into it. Well, we can't just come in here and start attacking everyone. Who knows what will happen. We may even kill the slaves. So, we are here. Looking for... something tells me this place holds more than it shows. I've docked at Crookspur's slaver port to begin assessing the situation. I have to... She said she would find me, and she has a big scar on her face.
Are you there? Psst, love some.
Look at the scar.
Chance a gander this way.
A trader with sun-burnished skin and straw-like hair loosely pinned into a tumbling rat's nest waves both hands eagerly in my line of sight. Well, she was waiting for us. Glance at her direction. She cracks me a knowing smile, rocks back on her heels, waiting a heartbeat before she speaks. This close, I can see how her nose and cheeks are dashed with freckles. She turns her head to the side, and I get a good look at the puckered scar that curls from her right temple and down to the corner of her lips.
Thought that might catch your attention. Now then, you must call me Seafolt. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, gent.
She thrusts a callous hand out for a shake, and you must call me the Watcher.
Have a look-see. You won't find a grander market for your labour needs than Crookspur, nor finer illusion wares than mine.
What are illusion wares?
Lockpicks, noisemakers, chisels and crowbars, maps, compasses, hardtacks, spyglasses, potions of invisibility.
Okay, she takes the items off on her fingers.
You know, your typical basic expected survivalist gear.
She smiles sweetly, blinking wide with innocent eyes.
For the more courageous traveller. Now, if I were a wagering woman, I'd say Aeldys sent you to help me outfit just such travellers. Aye?
The trader sidles closer, glancing conspiratorially around before continuing in a more hushed tone.
During my station here, I've spied signs of illegal activity.
What sort of illegal activity?
Slaves that oughtn't to be slaves. Enslaving people of the Deadfire is illegal. It's the selling of slaves from elsewhere that isn't.
Gotcha. Okay, so bringing slaves here to sell is okay, but they also try to enslave people. They tried to take my ship on 2 occasions.
If we could free the natives who've been detained before they're carted outside of the Deadfire, the illegal trade would be exposed, weakening the entire trade. Moreover, we'd ruin Ferrante's ploy with the slavers, whatever it may be.
She smirks meanly, rucking her scar across her cheek. Ferrante sent me to help the slavers, not to undermine them.
Ferrante can burn and sink for all I care. His scheming won't help the Principe. It's for his benefit and his alone. Aeldys won't abide these slavers to persist. Not on her seas.
Seafold thumbs the puckered skin curving her temple.
We may not see eye to eye with some of the old bloods in the Principe. We're too rowdy for their refined palates. But we value freedom and loyalty above all. Any slaves you free are welcome to sail with us.
She tips her chin in affirmation. I'll do what I can.
You'll find the natives, the illegal stock, deep within the fortress, kept from sight. There's routes to the inside, but most stand heavily guarded. You may have better luck sneaking in through the sea caverns dotting the shore. One of them leads into the fortress. I've got a skiff ready for the slaves you send out. We'll make fast for Deadlight.
She winks, flirting with the thought of a dangerous getaway.
After that, who but Andra knows? Maybe I'll see you around Dunnage.
Okay.
Care to have a look?
Show me what you have for sale.
Right away.
Ah, all these, survival gear. Nice armor. Very expensive. A disobedient slave is a dead slave. The wood of these support beams still smells fresh. There's an ogre up there.
You there, approaching.
The guard sneers, fat lips peeling back from his yellow teeth. He grunts. Muscles flex and pop in his thick-set neck as he cranes for a better look at me.
You are late. The auction is almost over.
Then hurry up and let me through.
If anyone is to hurry, it should be you. I grow tired of opening and closing the gate.
His chest heaves as he cranks the winch to raise the heavy grating.
Take care that I do not drop it as you walk beneath.
now, cliente. Phenoma. At last we reach the culmination of our lot today.
A stiff-backed woman gestures wildly with her arms, gathering the crowd a hair closer. Excitement simmers amid buzzing voices and the low rattle of raffia hand fans. Anticipation hangs in the air. Then, with a flick of her prim wrist, she hastens the final slave to step forward. He's a strapping, ugly-faced mistborn, chains on the planks of the stage rattling with each of his heavy steps.
Feast your eyes on a fruit most rare.
The auctioneer's lips curl in a cruel smile.
Velico will open the bidding at 800 pies, 800 pies, 800 right here, and 850, who'll give me 850, 875, and 875.
She points to the various bidders who raise their numbered fans, never pausing in her lilting chant.
What a putrid thing.
The words are cutting, but the buyer's fan snaps up eagerly.
We've got 875 and now 900, who will bid us 900?
The auctioneer sweeps her hand over the crowd, searching for the next price jump. A long, low growl rises from Seraphim, and his scarred lips curl over his crooked teeth. His blue fur bristles as his head shifts forward, one ear low, the other twitching.
Be feasting your eyes on these bare-polled, scurvy-wilted curs, throwing copper down for flesh. Don't suppose we'd be here to send their souls back to your pale-armored mistress.
His fingers tighten on the grip of his weapon. There's a lot of people here. I don't know. This could be really dangerous, what I'm about to do. I hear Crookspur engages in illegal trading practices. How do we know this man isn't native to the Deadfire? A hush falls upon the crowd. The auctioneer, too, has ceased her chanting. She stares directly at me, silent for a single inhale of breath.
Caution, amico. Those are grave accusations, as well as false ones, to be assured.
Her mien has grown cold, and hard and sharp as a knife's blade. The crowd bristles.
I'm from the Deadfire. You cannot keep me.
The slave rises, his bound hands seizing upon the chance opportunity. The auctioneer twitters a cutting laugh.
Nonsense! Uter bella tonderia! Do tell us then, Posternago, from where do you hail? And I would advise you to be immensely specific.
That is...
He swallows thickly and looks to me as if to read the answer in my face. Did he say Poko Kahara? Or perhaps Ori o Kyoki?
No, he did not.
She snaps her fingers towards an attendant, who produces a sheaf of papers.
Every one of our stock is properly vetted and certified, healthy, mentally self-sufficient, and born and raised outside of the Deadfire. Our present listing hails from the Deerwood. Now, let us reconvene the auction.
His accent, though, says that he does actually come from the area of the Deerwood. Let's be calm. We're gonna take care of this. Fighting with everybody all at once, probably not the best idea. Do nothing.
For the horns alone, I'd give you 900.
Another fan is snapped about, winnowing a raspy chuckle.
Now we're at 950. Do I see 950? And I do. And we're up to 975. Where's my 975? There it is. And who'll give me 1,000?
Do nothing.
Right here, darling.
Number 24, the opening bidder, jostles his fan. If possible, the auctioneer's rambling chant increases in speed from a drumming excitement. Her hand bounces with her words as if riding a beat. The price is up to 1,000 pyres. Bid 1,100.
Lest you be calling coin on account of some bit of clever you ain't made clear, Cap. Words be coming twixt us out of this. Believe you me.
11,100. Do we have 150? Can I get 150?
Impatient now, the auctioneer waves a hand for the death godlike to bow his head, presumably to showcase his recurved, gleaming horns. Instead, he stares at her, looking like he could spit venom. My bid is matched and raised with the flick of a fan.
And now we've 11,150 to bid at number 63. 11,200. Do I have 3?
Too steep for my blood.
Number 24 shakes his head. Others in the crowd rumble their agreement.
I believe I'll mount those horns in the drawing room. What a fine statement they'd make.
Okay, that's just disgusting. The woman smiles eagerly, gloating.
Are you mad? They've medicinal value.
The words are choked with outrage, but the bidder doesn't rejoin with a counter.
11,150, going once, going twice.
1,200.
And now with 11,200 to the bidder with no number. How odd, it's a delightful mystery, cliente. 11,200, do I have 3?
The bidder eyes me with annoyance. Agitated, she taps her fan rapidly against her thigh, but ultimately refrains from raising it.
11,200 pyres, once, twice, sold to our mystery bidder. Gelarde, I do hope you possess the sufficient funds, for your sake as well as mine. Come here now, we will finalize the trade.
Thinking that this woman could take
Perfetto. Let us close this deal.
the slave and leave before I've had a chance to do anything. The auctioneer inclines her head to the shackled godlike.
You are a first-time buyer, Ak? For I do not recognize you as one of our usual patrons.
Are you sure you don't recognize me?
I could scarcely forget a face like yours, Aimoro.
She smirks, but is tinged with appreciation.
Before the transfer is complete, you must speak with Master Kua. He awaits in his office in the fort.
She nods a dismissal. I'm not here for that, though. The dungeons are down there. I don't know if they'd appreciate us just going down there. But if we freed the slaves... Welcome, buyer. I wonder if they couldn't help us. Especially if we gave them arms. Okay, so let me go over this. Okay, so Seafoal says there's a way in and out of the slaver fort in its lower levels, an underwater tunnel into the sea. According to Seafoal, the slavers of Crookspur are breaking the law by trading natives of the Deadfire, so I already knew that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the immediate area. Give it a look over. So I saw that goes down the Crookspur dungeons. There's a lot of guards, a lot of mercenaries. The fort would seem to be that way. This is the ogre that we dealt with earlier. No, the ogre's over here. Or maybe, it could be. Cat. Okay, so outside the fort, that would seem to be it. Let's go down into the dungeons and see about freeing the slaves. At some point, they're going to realize what we're doing, and we're going to have to fight. Fighting is kind of inevitable. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.